Talking entertainment with David and Elsa. It's Monday night, and we're here for the next 2 hours with some great music, including Marshmallow World, and some very, very special guests. None other than Patrick Dale, all the way from Lake Cat-Eye. Mate, you were here 12 months ago, and you told us all about your marshmallows. So congratulations, you're getting going on the strength and strength. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Pleasure, mate. Yeah. So what have you been doing the last 12 months since we last spoke to you? What's going on?
So I've had the 5-year business plan, and that is now I'm now 18 months into that, and I've accomplished everything. I'm actually now ahead of schedule, and I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish by 2 years.
Wow.
So I'm about 6 months ahead of what I wanted to do.
Okay, so where did it all start? You woke up one morning and said, I'm going to get into marshmallows. How did it all start for you?
Yeah, so I was just in the middle of lockdown about
Lockdown, was it? Yep.
So I was in November of 2021, and me and my mum were walking in Woolworths and Lake Cat-Eye.
There's mum there behind the camera.
Yeah.
So.
And so me and my mum were walking in IGA, Woolworths and Lake Cat-Eye,
Yes.
and I asked my mum why there are no chocolate marshmallows in shops, and she answered she didn't know. So for about 2.5 months, me and my mum researched why there's no chocolate marshmallows and how we can make them ourselves.
Why? Why is there no chocolate? Why?
So really, the simplest answer we could find was no one thought to really do them.
Okay, so you were the first to think of that.
Yeah, so there are businesses that do them, but they're mainly online orders. None of them stock to supermarkets and local areas.
Yep.
So we started doing markets in January of 2022, and about a week ago we actually just got into IGA in Warhope.
Wow, so you're now in IGA in Warhope, and that was part of your business plan?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, right. Okay, so, you were, what, 11 when you started?
Yeah,
11
so
when you walked into and you were like, so what did you say? Mum, come on, you help me, I'm going to be the CEO, you're going to be my slave, my worker?
Volunteer
she's
is
she's going to be his marketing manager.
His marketing manager, yeah.
Because that's what Cara specialises in, is in marketing.
Okay, all right. So so you just start, because I know you're very around the markets and all that, selling them to people. So you really have got a lot of belief in this, haven't you?
Yeah. So I actually started when I was 10, not 11, but it's now been 3 years in January. So since I started. And I've been loving every moment with it. My mum and me get to spend some great time in the kitchen making some new flavours.
Okay, with IGA, has it put pressure on you where you've now got a supply and demand, where you've got to, you're working after school, because you still go to school, obviously?
Yeah, I go to St. Columba Anglican School.
And, so you've got the school work, you've got all that sort of stuff. So do you feel the pressure, or do you love it?
We definitely feel it. Like, you always know you got to come home, you got to do the schoolwork, you got to catch up with school if you missed a couple days. Like recently I've been having a couple days off because I've had IGA tastings at Warhope, and so I've had to catch up on work I have to do then. I also have to make marshmallows with Mum. Yeah.
So back to the IGA, so you go there with your stand there, selling them there and just giving people samples of them too?
So they're always there, so they're just on some shelves in aisle 1 at IGA, and
Warhope.
Yeah, so for 3 days last week, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, we would come there every day, set up just a little table and just have samples given out to everyone and direct them to where we had them.
Now this is obviously a stepping stone, so you're hoping that IGA Warhope is going to be like a domino effect, and then go into another store to another store. Is that what the plan is with your? Yeah,
so I'm actually they're about to be bought over by Richie's IGA, and I've talked to the CEO of Richie's, and he's actually agreed himself I can't remember his name, but he's agreed himself he was going to meet me in a while. I can't remember when that is, but he's agreed to stock my products in some of his stores once Hastings Co-op's going to be taken over.
Okay. Yeah, that's great, mate. Okay, so tell me, when you first started out, and you put this, how did you put your plan together? What, obviously with your mum, what was your mission statement right off to get into these stores, or just to just get it well known? What have you done to make it work?
Yeah, so the first couple of months I didn't know how my business was going to go, and so I didn't know how I was going to go, and
Okay, was you on yours?
I was just giving him the name of the CEO.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yes,
Look,
it's Fred
Miss
Harrison.
Research here. Look at this. She knows the CEO that you got to mention by
Yeah.
name.
So it's
Yeah,
Fred
good advice,
Harrison.
isn't it?
Yeah, so when I like I was saying, when I started my business for the first couple of months, I did not know where I was going. It took me probably 8 months until I knew what I wanted to, how long I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Now I just want to continue as long as I can, and so now because of my business plan, I just have a schedule I need to stick to, try and stay on track with that plan.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do in the future? Get the IGA thing. I mean, you're all working from home at the moment. So do you think the next step you're going to have to sort of go and buy rent a little factory or something to sort of get the turnover you're going to need with this thing?
Yeah, so at the moment, about 6 months ago now, we actually bought a commercial shipping container which has been converted into a commercial kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So that now sits in our backyard. We make everything in there, but probably within the next year we're going to have to move out of that hopefully and into a stall, maybe in some like either Port Macquarie or in that area.
Yeah, right.
And hopefully within the next couple of months we'll have a full-time employee.
Okay, that's fantastic, mate. Yeah. And I, you know, you around the traps there, you've actually been the guest speaker at some corporate gigs where people have actually invited you to be a motivational speaker to sort of tell your story.
Yeah, so I've been invited to a lot of conferences, for example, like maybe 18 months ago, I reckon now, I got invited to the Global Entrepreneurial Conference, and that was held in Melbourne, and so I got to go down there for a couple of days. I had my stall there at the Global Entrepreneurial Conference. There was around, I think, 3,000 people from around the globe, all global entrepreneurs, like innovators, entrepreneurs, people like that who encourage entrepreneurship.
Yeah, okay.
And I was there representing a company or a non-for-profit called Young Change Agencies, and I've represented them in a lot of things because a while ago I won one of their awards, Tween Entrepreneur of the Year award, and I got the year before that I won that, I got finalists in that, and I also have got finalists in the entrepreneur in regional or rural Australia.
Okay, all right. Now, look, this radio station's a great radio station, 2way FM. We've got some great sponsors on our station.
Yeah.
We're just going to go to them and listen to what they've got to say. They come back and talk to you again. So, Patrick, Sweet Tooth, what is it?
Sweet Tooth Marshmallows.
Sorry, I'll read down there. Where did they come from?
So first of all, like we had the 3 months of making them.
Yep.
After that, we knew I knew I wanted to go and start my business, but the thing I couldn't think of a name. Like no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't think of one. So that's when my sister stepped in to help, and she thought of Sweet Tooth Marshmallows.
Wow. Right, make after our sponsors.
Yeah.
In Gardens in entertainment with David Nelson Monday night and a special guest Patrick Dale from Sweet Tooth Marshmallows.
Yeah, I know, and they're awesome. And you know what I've actually just read on their website?
What?
They've got a few different marshmallows, but this one's is the ones that I'm more interested in. They alcohol infused marshmallows for the adults. Ooh. Anything with vodka in it?
Nah, just we mainly specialise in rum and Kahlúas.
Now, hang on.
Kahlúa's good.
Hang on a second, mate. You were a 13-year-old kid and you specialised in your rums and Kahlúas.
Yeah, so
was that Mum's idea or was that yours?
My dad's.
Oh, your dad.
Yeah.
Dad's fault.
That's Glenn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the only one that's allowed to touch it.
That's
because
exactly
he's
right.
underage.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it's not silly, is it? Because you get those little alcoholic jelly things that people to drink, and I say, yeah, why not put a bit of rum and Kahlúa into a marshmallow? Anything else you got for yourselves?
No, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm still reading. Yeah, you keep going.
So how many flavours you got?
So we have about 30, but we don't always stock them. So, for example, at Marcus we have about 10 to 15.
Yeah.
And on our website, I think we have about 15. Maybe like 10 to 15. About
Give
that.
everybody your website now just so they can, while they're listening to it, they might be able to sort of
so if you want to have a look at it, it's called sweettoothmarshmallows.com.au. We have our story, where I've been. So I've been to the Global Entrepreneurial Conference.
Yeah.
Also, I went to late last year. I went to the National Youth Science Forum, where I actually held a one of the sessions was held by with me and a couple other people I know through Young Change Agents.
Wow.
They're also teens in business as well, and a couple of them are friends I've stayed connected to through there, and so now we are part of a youth council that helps try and bring more kids into entrepreneurship by starting young, maybe about year 4, year 3 is when we try and hit them in saying like, you should try and start a business, you should become an entrepreneur. Like, we're not saying we're forcing them into it, but like we're just trying to like encourage it. Like, what about one of the programs is the $20 boss program. You give a student $20, they have to come up with a business, say about 2 terms to make it, and then at the end of the year they have a market day at the school.
Okay.
And all the profits go through it, and they go back to the school. They then fund the next year of the
that's fantastic, mate.
the project.
Yeah.
So.
And what else do you do in your spare time?
So I play a lot of sports.
You do? Yeah.
I didn't decide not to play last season, but I used to play soccer. I also play golf, tennis, cricket.
Oh, right. So
And I love swimming as well.
you're the all-rounder, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And I thought that was like tongue-in-cheek there, because well, how do you fit that in?
I was going to say, what spare time?
Yeah, what's spare
Yeah.
time? Yeah. Okay, so you've got your 5-year plan. You're halfway through it. Have you got any grand plans after beyond the 5 years, or it's just like the old cliche, one month at a time or whatever?
He wants to turn 18 and have a mad party
With his Kahlua and rum
Yeah.
marshmallows.
where he
Sounds
can
nice.
where he can actually taste his own product.
Yeah.
Sounds nice, but after the 5 years, hopefully I'm in also Coles IGA as well. Not IGA, sorry, Coles and Woolies as well as IGA, and hopefully I'm in a couple of those, and even start stocking the maybe local cafes and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course you're very proactive. I mean, you go out to the markets and that sort of stuff. You've obviously realised that personal thing where people are actually tasting them,
Yeah.
and then buying them. You're very personal, aren't you? You love your product and you believe in it.
Yeah, I do believe like heaps of people love our marshmallows. You have return customers coming back every month just to get the same box. Like they'll go or they might change box. They might always get the same. We bring in a new flavour, for example. Our newest flavour is apple and cinnamon. A couple of people have loved that flavour,
Right.
and they've even picked that over their usual order.
Now, I know this is radio, or live in the. What's this pink one?
So we have coffee from left to right. We have coffee, vanilla, raspberry, and chocolate mint.
I'm having a raspberry.
So they're all made using natural flavors and ingredients, no preservatives, and no it's
Gluten free.
gluten free. Thank you. Dairy free, and but it's not vegan, unfortunately.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
not
not
They
nice.
like
can go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? But it's really funny how
Talk to Mike Reynolds.
it's really funny how you say like, why do we accept the fact that we buy marshmallows at the supermarket?
Yeah.
They taste the way. You know what we do with them? We dip them in chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've actually just cut out the extra work
Yeah.
by having a chocolate one and a coffee. The coffee.
Yeah.
What about marshmallows? Those things that people put around the campfire.
Yeah, so our
Cool.
marshmallows my marshmallows go perfect on fires. You only have to normally you have to cook them for about like 30 seconds, wait for them to catch on fire.
Here's a tip: add a bit of petrol. That'll be fun. Right?
That's a quick way to
Bad
burn them.
example.
Yeah. All right, mate. This is fantastic. They taste beautiful, by the way. Congratulations. Now, I thought marshmallows are always round, so these are square.
Yeah, so multiple things with that. Squares are easier to cut when you don't have the massive production line.
Yeah, right.
So the cylinders that they normally come in, that's where they're being pumped out thousands an hour and
Yeah, okay.
thousands.
All right.
Our max production for an hour is about 1,000.
Okay. Look, I spoke to you off air, and last year I got a very good mate of mine, Benny Elias. Very good footballer in his day. Represented Australia, vice captain,
Yeah.
state of origin captain, entrepreneur now in a lot of different businesses, that sort of stuff. I promise you, I am going to introduce you to him.
Yeah.
And another one we can do is actually sat in that seat, a guy called Anthony Morello.
Anthony Morello, yeah. Well, you've been to the Young Entrepreneurs Summit at the Glass House a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
I
haven't
did,
you? And you've met Andrew Morello?
Andrew Morello.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
He won the Apprentice, and he's just an entrepreneur now. So we'll be getting you in touch with him too, and see where he can sort of, because I think your story is so great, it's so inspiring that you with due respect, you're a young boy, but you think like 2 steps ahead of everybody. And that's Benny Elias when he played football.
Yeah.
He could see things 2 rucks earlier, that was going to happen, sort of thing, And I think you've got the same sort of vision that you everything you do, you just don't rush into it. You think about it, don't you?
Yeah, like you have to just think ahead. You can't be thinking, oh, this best, or like you can't. But like you always have to think, is this good for the long term, or is this just something I want now?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you're obviously thinking for the long term.
Mm.
So give your mum a rap because she's obviously your inspiration.
Yeah. So my mum actually started her own business about 10 years ago. So when I was born, I had some hearing problems. So she had
What?
to.
What's that? I've got hearing problems every time I hear Elsa talk to me.
But so I had to. My mum had to leave her job at a manager at a bank, and she's ended up starting her business when she was on 2-year paid leave.
Right.
So she was getting paid by the bank while making her own business.
Yeah, okay, right, okay. And as I said, you obviously with your father, Glenn, like you just got brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I have one sister.
Okay, and she into the marshmallows?
She loves Rocky Road. Is her
Does
favorite.
She was the one that came up with the name. Remember?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
already.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
about
called old age. Don't
Yeah,
get old.
it's fine.
that. As I said, I don't do much research, mate. I just ask a question and give me an answer, and I ask another question. It's pretty simple. I don't listen to them. No, just saying. All right. Well, look. Anything else? While you've got the opportunity on air here at 2FM, anything else we need to know about your little journey?
Well, so one thing I have to do a shout out to is Young Change Agents. They've actually been supporting my business since I was about 8 months into it. They connected me with mentors, seed foundations where I can apply for grants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they've done that for thousands of young entrepreneurs.
Yeah, right.
They're a great starting structure for anyone who wants to start a business from about age, I think it's like anywhere from any age to about, I think 25. They do their products too.
Yeah, okay, that's fantastic. All right, okay. Got that other marshmallow song you found earlier? We can go over that.
We do.
Okay.
Let me just
All
get
right,
in
mate.
there.
Well, look, congratulations. I'm so happy you're in IGA here at Warhope. They're wonderful people there,
Yeah.
and that can only sort of springboard you through, with success, build success and all that sort of stuff. So let's get you back in a few months' time and see how you're going.
Yeah.
And where can people outside IGA? You got any of the fairs coming up? What they call them?
Are you at the Port Macquarie markets this Saturday?
Yes, I will be. If it doesn't rain, I will be.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's good. Okay, so Port Macquarie markets on Saturday.
That's at Westport Park.
Exactly right. Yeah.
From what, 9 to 1?
Yes.
Or 8 to 1?
8 to 1.
8 to 1
Do you want-
at Westport Park. Hopefully the rain stays away.
Yeah, and if it does end up raining, me and my mum are looking to try and apply to just have a little stall in Selmet City, like in the middle of
That's a good idea.
walkway.
Yeah.
We have that as a backup in case the market ever rains, because like we don't want to just have stock sitting there, so we want to spend the day at like a shopping centre in Port.
It's just got a use by date. How long can it stay fresh for?
We recommend about 4 weeks, but
Okay.
some flavours can last up to 4
okay.
months.
All right, very good.
In front of me, it won't last past tonight.
Yeah, they normally don't last over a day.
Okay, all right, mate. Okay, Patrick, I really appreciate you being on in
Yeah, thanks for
tonight.
having me.
Congratulations again, mate. You're what are you on your farm? What are you doing?
Tore a ligament there.
How'd you do that?
Marco Polo is a very dangerous game.
I was going to say mixing marshmallows.
I was playing Marco Polo and whacked my thumb against the wall and tore it back, and my a ligament between my thumb and my pointer finger
Oh my
tore.
Okay, I once got a broken finger. A ball hit me in the nose.
Oh,
Yeah, put my finger up at the time. So anyway, come on, mate, that was funny. That's comedy there, mate. Comedy.
Yeah, that's
All
what I
right,
saw.
got another. Yeah, thanks, mate. Got another marshmallow song.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Patrick Dial, 2-Way FM, Talking Entertainment. You're a good man.
yeah, thank you.